Sucking for $5 has allowed me to raise enough money to feed the homeless. Today I decided to make a lovely chicken and rice and dinner roll.
Sucking D for $5 is crazy. Like you can't just skip past that. Like, to feed the homeless, it's like you can't. Hey, you can't even be mad at her. It's like, well, at least she doing it for a good cause. Like at least there's a good purpose behind it. But yeah, man, I got a funny one for y'all today, man. Before we get into it, man, I need y'all to go subscribe to my other channel, man. The person that comments first the most on my other channel until we get to 1,000 subs will win $500. Bro, I haven't even been checking that channel. I'm going to upload over there. I promise y'all. I got y'all. I don't even know. We probably at 1,000 right now. I'm going to go look at it, buddy. I have definitely been neglecting that one, focusing on this one. But I'm going to get over that, man. But y'all, hey, keep looking out for the uploads on the other channel, man. Also, when we hit 100K on this channel, I will be doing a $2,500 giveaway, man. I don't want to miss that. I also will be doing a party in my home city, Birmingham, Alabama, man. It's going to be lit. We bring the whole city out. It's going to be a good time, man. You feel what I'm saying? But wait, hold up. Y'all hear that? Another reaction, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all for too long. We're gonna get into old girl, what she talking about. I got some other clips for y'all too in the video. But yeah, man, let's get to the video. Let's get 1,000 likes on the video. Road to 1 million subs, man. I always remember all things are possible to them that believe, fam. Let's get to the video.
As you can see, I chopped up my veggies, seasoned them to my liking, and added chicken broth and water to make it extra wet. Once that was done, I switched over to the meat. The best part, you're gonna tenderize that meat and you're gonna beat that meat. Once that's all done, you're gonna season it to your perfection. I used these 3 seasonings here. You can use whatever you like.
It's cooking with Kaya fault, bro. Now you brought out some extra freaks doing this. Like, bro, it's getting crazy now.
Then I'm gonna drop those bad boys right into that boiling pot of water and lower the temperature to a simmer so it's easier to pull apart and tender. Once that is done, I add in my cream of chicken. I used 6 cans of this as well. Give that a good stir, and I added my thickener as well. That thickener is a secret. Drop the chicken back in there and gave it a good stir. Added some more salt and black pepper on top for a little bit of that taste. Once that was done, I was able to plate the food. As you can see, we added a lovely lifting note and $10 added on top. With the help of 3 of my guy friends, this was possible. We made 20 plates, we packed the car, and also gave them the option of 3 different types of soda and some water if they wouldn't like any soda. This whole project cost $388. If you're able to help out, please do so for your community. Thank you guys so much for the love and support.
So if you want to help out, y'all can go submit $5. I can't. Because y'all can make excuses now. Well, at least I'm helping the community. I can see niggas right now. At least I'm helping the community. Man, come on, bro. Hey, this world is a treacherous place, man.
Getting for $10 allows me to give back to the homeless. Today, as you can see, the meal is white rice, oxtails, mac and cheese, and cabbage. I typically like to feed around 20 people, but today this meal was quite expensive, so we were only able to feed 8 people. I also typically go to the same spot whenever I do feed the homeless, but this time, because I didn't have that many portions and that spot is usually packed, we decided to roam the streets of Broward to find any homeless people around and pass out these lovely plates. I'm also adding some gravy on top of these oxtails, and if I get my big back ass out of the way, you could be able to see me playing the mac and cheese and the cabbage. Once the plates are all packaged, I like to close them up, get them packed in a nice bag, with water and utensils as well. Next time, I will prepare a more budget-friendly meal so we can be able to feed more people. But here is a close-up of how this plate looks. And once that's finished, we're headed on the road to find these 8 lucky people. If you had any advice for the youth, what would your advice be?
Don't be like you.
Finish up school and do everything that your mother and your father told you to do. Go to college if you can go to college too.
Continue to help out your community as well. Bye.
I think you gotta fix it up. You didn't zip it up, or it's just something wrong.
It won't zip up.
It's good. It's good. It don't really matter.
You sure, bro? I just feel very uncomfortable when I'm out.
You feel uncomfortable?
Yeah, I just don't want to see him.
Buddy said, I feel uncomfortable with about. See, she thought Buddy was going to be simping. See, hey, in this generation, everybody, you can't just be, you just can't show your breasts and think we're going to be impressed these days. But come on, man, you got to bring a little bit more. You hear me? It's too easy to get that these days. You hear me?
I'm 43, about to be 44 this year. I have 4 children, a husband. My life is turned down. I sit at home all day. I'm a stay-at-home mom and wife. I don't pay any bills. I don't put no gas in my car. I don't buy any food. I don't do nothing financially in this house. I'm satisfied. My husband does everything. They say, you're a woman. You need to have your own money. I got my own money. It's called shaving and saving. I got my own money, so don't worry about that. But this is the life I live. I chose it. I thank God for it. I don't have to get up every day and toss around and be hot at night, have hot flashes, wondering about how I won't get the light bill paid, how we gonna get this paid, how we gonna get that paid. My husband does it all. 100%. How y'all living y'all life?
Now, I ain't got no problem with that. If that's what he want, if that guy want his girl to be like that, which one day, when I'm financially secure enough, I can retire my wife. But the least she can do is go to the gym. Why? She ain't doing nothing else. Go to the gym and look good for him. You sitting around not doing nothing? The least you can do is look good for him. Am I capped though? Straight up. Come on, man.
Tap down in the comment. Let me know.
The fact that this new generation is so doomed. The fact that it's like every time a man tries to approach nowadays, and I know I'm not the only woman, it's always like, how much for it? Fuck nigga never gave, it was for sale.
You must ain't see the first clip. You got people these days sucking D to feed the homeless. Ain't no telling, we don't know who, you feel me? We just, I'm twisted for words now because I get what she's saying, but at the same time, every woman out here, it seem like all they want is money. It seems like they'll do anything for that, so it's kind of hard to differentiate between the good and the 304. Tell me if I'm capping out though.
How about, hey, how are you? How about, can I take you out on a date? How about I pick you up at 8? It never gave for sale.
It did.
Like, it's like this, the dating world is trash because either the niggas feel like you are to be bought or the women is making the men feel like they have to buy every girl they come into contact with. It's not for sale over here.
I mean, that's what we in a society.
Hey, at the end of the day,
One time I was messing with this married man, right? Now, before y'all say anything, before you comment anything, I learned my lesson, okay? It'll never happen.
So wait, hold on. I was talking to a married man and he paid me $1,500 to not tell his wife. This is a crazy story. Let's get into it.
Again, I was just lonely and I didn't know whether I was coming or going. Okay, I learned my lesson, and plus I don't want that karma, but let me finish my story. Okay? Make a long story short, one thing led to another, right? And things just started getting weird. He started like distancing himself from me. And the reason why I think that was, well, He actually told me out of his mouth because he felt bad because he was going home to his wife every day and his wife had cancer, and watching her get sicker and sicker, you know, kind of got to him. So he was like, you know, it kind of got to me a little bit because I was messing with you and my wife was at home getting sicker and sicker. And I was like, okay. So make a long story short, one thing led to another, and he started like distancing himself from me. So I asked him, I said, like, are you distancing yourself from me? Like, why? Why are you distancing yourself from me? And he told me, he said, to be honest, he said, I feel really bad. He said, because, you know, my wife has cancer. He said she has cancer and it's not getting any better. He said, and I feel bad coming home every day to her and watching her get sicker and sicker, you know, while I'm out thinking about you and doing this. And I was like, yeah, I get that. I mean, that's understandable. And initially I thought that, you know, he was just gonna fall all the way back. Again, I didn't know whether I was coming or going. So honestly, I was willing to, honestly, I really was. So we started developing strong feelings for one another. He was telling me he loved me. I was telling him, you know, I love him. It was just intense. And then he was going down on me every chance he get. And in the process of going down on me, he was telling me he loved me. So it
God, just a disclaimer here. When dudes is in them cheeks or going down and all that, we'll say anything. Just by the way, so women don't believe it when we in that moment. Just to let you know. You hear me?
Just like, y'all, child. It was just a big emotional roller coaster, right? So I got deep in my feelings. And my issue is, you know, just go ahead and do what you got to do. If you already feel bad, you know, for seeing me and then you got to go home to your wife, then just go ahead and just cut me off cold turkey. But he couldn't do that. Every time he seen me, you know, he just couldn't resist this big baby doll face and this big fat ass baby. He just couldn't resist. And I
don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. Please don't. You hear me?
Blame him. If I was a man, I probably couldn't resist either. It is what it is. But that was dangerous. Like, you're playing with fire. You are playing with fire, and that's the bottom line. So, of course, I started getting super emotional, and I started getting extremely jealous because he was giving this bitch more time than he was giving me. Yes, I was living in Delulu land. Like, I understand, you know, that's his wife.
This B, nigga, she got cancer. You messing with a man who got a wife who got cancer. You are evil. Point blank. You.
I knew what I got myself into, but I'm just telling y'all my state of mind at the time, okay? So, he was kind of stringing me along, kind of telling me what I want to hear, but distancing himself from me at the same time. I was like, okay, bitch. I told him one day, I said, look, you need to fucking compensate me. You need to compensate me immediately. Why is that? I said, because you know what? I'm so sick of you playing with my motherfucking emotions. I said, if you gonna be with your motherfucking wife, just be with the bitch. I said, just go ahead and be with her. I said, you know what? Motherfucker, you got 14, I told him, no, not 14 days. I told him, you got until next Friday to give me $1,500 motherfucking dollars. Because if you don't, I am going to send all these text messages to your wife. Baby, that motherfucker, like he was finna start crying. Whoo, wait. This motherfucker sounded like he was finna break down. Oh, please, don't do what you want. I don't willing to give you anything. Wow. I ain't trying to make this video real wordy. Maybe I'll do a part 2, but that just go to show right now. Let me tell y'all something. Out here sick.
You!
Motherfucker out here sick. I'm telling you, this man ended up giving me $1,500 to keep me off his wife's ass. He ended up giving me $1,500. He did. You know? And I made him a promise that I wouldn't slide in her DM on Facebook. I made him a promise that I wouldn't. But you know what? Now that I guess you could say a little bit more mentally stable, I thought about it. I said, you know what? Even if he didn't give me the money, that wouldn't be right for me to do that, knowing this woman is battling cancer. You know what I mean? But then again, the other side of me is saying she need to know. Because he is willing to sit here and watch his wife slowly pass away before telling her the truth. And he gonna go out with a thing. And from my understanding, she still got cancer. That's the sad part. She still has cancer. And I believe it's now spreading all over her body. And he ain't totally it.
Well, I would say this, for her to say people out here is evil is so narcissistic of her, because you are contributing to the evilness. You know what I'm saying? You know this woman got cancer and you want to be with this guy. And the crazy thing about you is that you want to be with a guy who is sleeping with you when he got a wife who got cancer. What you think he gonna do to you if you get with him? Think about that. That shows you how delusional a lot of females is. Like, this shows you the character of a person. His wife literally dying and he messing with you. You know it and you continually messing with him. And you got the nerve to say people out here evil. Yeah, you are. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, yeah, that's a crazy story, man. Yeah, all of them, from the first one to the last one. You hit me. But yeah, y'all tell me what y'all think about the video in the comments, man. And I'm going to be doing more of these compilation type videos. If y'all got any compilation type videos like that, y'all send them to my Instagram and I'll put them all together and do them for y'all too. So yeah, see you guys next video. Always remember, be safe out here, kings and queens. Let's get it.